following podcast contains situations, material, and/or language that is not suitable for all listeners. So if you find yourself easily offended, then you probably should not be listening.
The following program is brought to you by Pizza Productions.
The podcast no one listens to, with Kevin Porter. Nice.
Congratulations are in order, Kevin Porter, because you are now successfully on your fifth take of this opening. Welcome, everybody, to an all-new episode of the podcast that no one listens to. I'm your host, Kevin Porter, sitting alone in my office. Ooh, it's quiet. It's quiet. It's dark in here, too, dude. I closed the shades. Didn't want the light coming in. It's like 95 degrees outside. It's really hot. It's really hot here in Yakima. Even though I didn't realize it was 95. I went out today walking, and I was like, this is nice. This is like exactly the weather I like. I love where we're at temperature-wise. Not really knowing what the temperature was, but then I'm driving home today, and it's like 95 degrees. I was like, I guess I'm used to, almost 100-degree weather. I'm like, oh, shoot, 95, that's a good day. That is a good day to be here in Yakima, guys. So, yeah, welcome back to an all-new episode, dude. Guys, fucking thank you so much for tuning in, dude. We got a doozy of an episode here for you. Brandon Allen, quite possibly the most requested guest ever on the podcast, is making his return to our show here today. So this is a very movie-centric episode. We basically, for the most part, I'm not going to spoil anything really because you're going to hear it moments from now. But we just talk a lot about movies and then some other various related topics that just are so much fun, dude. I love my conversations that I get to have with Brandon on this podcast here. And I think this, honestly, I don't want to be all oh, this is the best episode ever, or anything like that. But we both after recording last night, we both were that was good. That was good. That was a good conversation. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed that as much as I did recording it. That being said, guys, I what have I been up to this week, huh? Went and drafted my fantasy football league. Got a solid C from Yahoo on my draft grade. Dude, I don't know shit about football these days, dude. I kind of just you do let the computer do it. They're just gonna pick the best player at that position, for whatever round that you're in. And so, ultimately, it kind of, sometimes the computer, I guess, the algorithm or whatever knows what it's doing. So, you typically get a decent team for the most part. You're going to have to shuffle some shit around, as always, because it's fucking fantasy football. But nonetheless, you typically get a pretty well-balanced team, a solid B team, typically. But it seems every time, I draft my team, dude, I try to follow that method, and I go running back, wide receiver, running back, wide receiver. And I drafted a shit ton of people. And I thought, dude, honestly, I came out of that fucking draft feeling pretty good. It's not like I felt bad about it. I thought I did pretty well, given the fact that I have not done any mock drafts this year. I have not done any studying on fucking football this year. I'm drafting with these two dudes that I used to work with at Pizza Hut. And they're 10 fucking 20 years older than me, and they're I'm asking them about these guys because that's all these guys do is pay attention to football. And I'm like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? And they're like, oh, this, that. And I'm like, okay, cool. So, there's a couple draft picks that kind of went based on the recommendation. But even though, it was people that were still generally at the top of the order. I got fucking Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback. I thought, I got a pretty good deal on him, dude. He's supposed to be pretty good, right? I don't know, but that was fun. Not to dwell on about fucking football, dude. Seahawks, rolling hard. I don't know, man. They're talking about trading in for Clowney from the Texans. I don't know. It's fuck it. If they think we can go to make a Super Bowl run in the next year, then yeah, you do it. You get the guy because you got the fucking cap salary right now, and you have the room for it to happen. So it's you might as well pull the trigger, but. I don't know, dude. I don't know how much faith John and Pete have in our team this year. So we'll just have to wait and see. As you can tell, I know not all of you live in Washington State, but yeah, we're big Seahawks fans around here. Seattle Seahawks, ride or die, green and blue motherfuckers. I don't know, dude. Like, I always had a rich history with sports, I thought, as a kid. My dad was like completely, he was into the Trinity, Seahawks, Mariners, Sonics. That's what he predominantly, he was just a fan of sports. I always went there during the summer, so it's not like I ever got to watch basketball with him, and I never got to watch football with him, but we always watched baseball. We always did watch baseball. And it was every day. That was an everyday occurrence. It's like, I wouldn't watch all of the game or anything. I basically do what my kids do. You go out there, watch an inning or two, and then you go play. Oh, is Ken Griffey up? Oh, no. Yeah, okay, I'll be back. That type of shit. So, yeah, kind of like going in, like, because like I kind of fell out of sports there. Like, once I got to middle school, it's not like I played sports or anything, but, I always paid attention because I always read the news or the newspaper, and I always kept up with the sports page and shit. So I always kept up for the most part, like with what everybody was doing. I remember in high school, like my sophomore year, I remember seeing a newspaper on my teacher's desk, and it said something about the Seahawks winning. I was like, oh yeah, Seahawks, man. And then my buddy Trent got me into he was into football. So like in 2003, that was like the first season we sat down and like watched. Like, pretty much watched the whole entire season of the Seahawks that year. It was like 03-04 season. And so that was my first season actually sitting down watching it. And, just from there, I was hooked, dude. Just learning it the past, 15 fucking years or 16 years or whatever it's been, watching it. It's like, I still don't know every single fucking thing. I'm pretty fucking shitty at calling a play. I can, I get the basic, premise of everything. And, if I actually spent the time and, learned it, I'm pretty sure I have a pretty crisp handle of, but nonetheless, it's still just fun. It's fun to watch. And it's just something that, yeah, I don't know. You don't really think about how long you've watched stuff. And it's how long you pay attention, the time you put in certain things. And it's like, oh, shit, it's a long time. That's a long fucking time, dude. So I do got a funny story about this. And the last Sonics game that I ever watched was close to their final year. It was within the last 2 years of them being in Seattle before moving to Oklahoma. And I remember going out to my buddy Ray's house, and we were sitting there smoking weed with his dad. And the game starts, we're watching. I'm like, and at the time I'm like, oh shit, this is where they because we were just watching over the air TV. It's not like I don't think we were watching it on cable or anything. It was just some Spanish station or something that was aired, because you used to do that. You used to be able to watch wrestling on Spanish stations back in the day and stuff. And it's over the air TV offered a lot back then. Because dude, fucking before all this bullshit where you have to have cable just to get sports, to get the games, it's such bullshit. You have to have cable just to watch the Mariners. Why can't I watch the Mariners on local affiliate Fox or some shit? You know what I mean? Put it on a Spanish station. I don't care. That's not fucking fair. I don't know. You get to watch football mainly for free, and then basketball is the same thing. It's cable now, but you used to be able to watch it. At least when we were watching that last game. But yeah, nonetheless, okay, so getting back to it, we're sitting there smoking weed. The game starts. A quarter goes by, I look up, I'm like, oh, okay, we're down significantly compared to just it was a complete fucking utter just beat down. Because those maybe the first year we got Durant, or because he was only, I think he was only there for 2 years or some shit. I don't know, but. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Fucking, it just always pissed me off, dude. It fucking I don't know, MLB Network. It's you get these special fucking packages, I guess. I don't know. You order the MLB Network is what it is essentially on the app, and then you have access to you can pay for the full premium and get all the games, or you just localize to your team. Well, I was the 1 year is a couple years ago. I was like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna I want to watch the Mariners. I actually because I didn't have cable or anything. All we had was the internet. I was like, I want to watch the Mariners. I want to fucking watch a whole season. At least try to at least watch the games that I can. And because I always nostalgic about my dad and watching with him. So it's oh shit, I got young sons as well. Let's watch some Mariners. And so I get the package, and then that's when I learned about fucking blackouts and shit, and how, for the simple fact that the Mariners games are available through Root Sports on your cable package, on a cable package, they black out your home team live, and then you get to watch it on a replay. You can listen to the radio through the app, which is I already have a radio. I don't need your stupid app through my TV to listen to the stupid game. And then, like, what? So the game starts at 7 and gets over at 11, and I have to be, like, a day behind on games? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I paid you $100 fucking dollars to watch the fucking Mariners. And then, so I'm talking to their customer service because immediately I'm just like, fuck this, dude. You're giving me back my fucking money. This is false fucking bullshit. This is false advertising. And so I call them up and shit, and like, they're like, oh, well, you could spend a little bit extra and get the premium package, and then you can watch the away teams fucking, because then you can watch the away teams broadcast or whatever because it's out of market. And, it's just like you can't watch in market during live games. And like I always got lucky because I'd always get the NHL package, and like Vancouver Canucks, like they're out of market technically because we're in Washington State. We're technically out of market, so I get to watch their shit live. So it's like, when we get a hockey team in Seattle, I'm not gonna be able to do that. It's just like, you fucking motherfuckers. So it's like I've said that if there's only, I don't want to fucking pay those motherfuckers money, dude. Those fucking greedy bastards. The cable companies are the worst, dude. It's so fucking bullshit, dude. Such fucking bullshit that they rip you off, dude. Like Dish, fucking the local things over here, fucking Spectrum or whatever it is. It's just all bullshit, dude. I'm really fucking, I don't want to spend money. You should be able to watch that shit for free. It should be like, that should be some, like a public utility that everybody gets. You get to watch all your local franchises for free. No, bro, you gotta have ESPN. You gotta have fucking Root TV. Fuck you, motherfuckers. So, all right, yeah, that's my rant about football. And that would probably be, I don't know, like I like talking about football. I don't know how many of you guys out there like football, but I don't know. This could be our one conversation that we have about, sports on here, at least for a little bit. I don't know. I like talking about different shit. It doesn't have to always be one specific thing. I would assume that it kind of goes back to certain things. There's certain things that are, stand out that we talk about more often, like working out, man. Like, nah, I don't know. I've been lazy as fuck, dude. Today I was lazy as fuck. I should have gone to the gym today. But I know she doesn't fucking listen to this shit, so I'll fucking tell the story. So like today I was gonna go to the gym, but then like I ordered a fucking a used VCR DVD combo off eBay because I was, I don't know. It's a pain in the ass having to like take the VCR from my office here in the garage and then move it into my living room, which I know people out there are like, oh, fucking stupid little bitch, oh, that's not that fucking big of a deal, but like, I don't know. So I saved up the money and I bought a fucking VCR, and I know if Jessica like came home and saw the package and was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, oh, I bought a VCR. She'd be like, you already have VCR. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm too lazy to fucking take it out of my garage and put it in the living room because I want to watch movies in the living room. And she's like, you piece of shit, Kevin, you just fucking waste your money. And it's like, fuck, I know. It fucking shames me sometimes for shit that you buy. It's like, you don't fucking need that. It's like, I know I don't need that, but it's fun to buy. It's like, geez. Way to bring it down, Debbie Downer, but yeah, no, she doesn't listen to this shit, so I'd be surprised. I'd be like, oh, you actually listen? Like, she actually like confronted me. It's like, I heard your fucking podcast, fucking bitch, Kevin Porter. What the fuck? What do you mean you bought another VCR? Because it pretty much looks exactly the same. Because I was like, oh, what brand is the one that we have? It's a Samsung. It's like, Samsung's a good brand. Samsung is a good brand. So I just looked. I found one, and it shipped hella fucking fast too. Got it from fucking Oregon, so. Oh, dude, I know. It's just like, I know. It's just like, it feels like there's a little bit of an addiction. It's like ever since I quit smoking cigarettes, dude, it's like it's just the money that I would spend on booze and cigarettes, I spend on fucking movies now. And it's kind of like to a point where I look back and it's like, man, we assembled quite the collection in a very short amount of time. Like, I think we can call it. But it's just like, damn, dude, those VHS tapes are $1 a piece, dude. It's like, fuck. It's like, fuck, dude. I don't know. They talk about bitches having like, issues with shopping and stuff. And it's like, I could see that. I could see where somebody can get like addicted to like buying things. It's a fun experience. Like, you totally get that dopamine effect or whatever, the fucking shit is or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, Kevin, it's dopamine. You were right. Shut the fuck up. No one cares. No one fucking cares about your VCR. And I was like, I know. It's like, I know you guys didn't ask, but I don't know. That's why I didn't go to the gym today. It's because like I had to beat her home just so she didn't find the fucking package on the fucking front steps and shit. So, All right, ladies and gentlemen. I guess let's go ahead and just end it right there. Let's get to this fucking podcast. I'm telling you, I guarantee it, dude. We both. I don't know if I said this already, but we both walked out of this podcast thinking like, damn, dude, that was a damn good fucking podcast, dude. That was well worth the hour or so. I don't even know. I don't know. I guess those are the best ones when you don't keep track of time, right? You know, just. I don't know. I let Brandon do his thing, dude. He talks, dude, and he fucking tells damn good stories, dude. And this episode is no exception. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, without further. Oh wait. We gotta take care of housekeeping. Ladies and gentlemen. Did you check out the brand new episode of In the Mouth of Madness? Holy shit! Did we drop a fucking great episode out? That's what we did. We dropped a great episode. Death Wish 2, ladies and gentlemen. So like, can we get the retake? Back it up. Death Wish 2, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, dude, Charles Bronson is back in Los Angeles this time. It's fucking crazy. So if you have that movie, I highly suggest obtaining it somehow and syncing up your headphones, your wonderful headphones, the same headphones that you're using right now, and you can sync up our commentary, our riff track, and you can totally sit down with us and enjoy the ride, ladies and gentlemen. Just enjoy the ride. So outside of that, yeah, I guess we got nothing else to promote, dude. We'll see you guys next week, and until then, I give you Brandon Allen. Wait, back that shit up. I give you Brandon Allen.
All aboard!
Brandon Allen, welcome to the show. Welcome to the podcast that no one listens to. How are you today?
Oh, fuck it. I'm doing pretty good. Fucking started shit.
Holy shit, dude. We've been sitting here. We're sitting here for 45 minutes watching Taxi Driver.
You know what, Kevin? Yeah, I really just feel like going out, I don't know, just doing something,
Yeah. What do you feel like doing?
I don't know, it just, I don't know.
Sometimes,
I got some bad ideas going on in my head,
Sometimes you got to act upon those ideas in public.
No, I'm doing Taxi Driver.
I know what you were doing, motherfucker. I was throwing my own ad lib in. I was like, I'm in the Martin Scorsese film now.
Well, you're going to sit next to your next line is going to be like, hey, you ever seen what a 44 Magnum do a woman's pussy? That you should see. You should see what a 44 Magnum is going to do a woman's pussy. That you should see. You should see that.
Why didn't Martin Scorsese do more acting? Because it seemed like he did a pretty good job in that scene.
He does do some acting.
Yeah.
Not like a whole bunch, because he's strictly a writer. He's not even really a writer. He talks about how he's a terrible writer. But he still co-writes movies with other writers.
So it just like proofreads it basically. He's like, all right, man, can I put my name on this?
I think he puts helps construct the story with them and stuff like that.
Leaves the dialogue to them.
Yeah.
I got you. So he structures the story. Right?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
And most of the time with like De Niro and those guys, usually they just improvise a lot of this shit. Like, you talking to me, that's all fucking De Niro. And like that whole dinner scene in Goodfellas where he's like, oh, we hit the deer and we got what do you call it? The foot. He's like, oh, the hoof. Yeah, we got the hoof stuck in the grill. We got to get a knife to hack it off. With Scorsese's real life mom.
Was it really?
Yeah, and it's all improvised.
I like that about movies when because like I don't know it like to like read. I mean like I don't know unless you're like it's really good dialogue, which I'm sure there's people that you want to read exactly what's written on the page. But, like, I don't know, like, being able to improvise and, like, kind of work your own way into it, like, for me, whenever I've done any sort of acting, I've always thought that's the funnest, like, when you're able to, like, add a little bit to your own.
It comes out more natural, I think.
Yeah.
If you do it right. They didn't just make it up on their own. I mean, they went through it before and kind of came up with the dialogue before, then they did it.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
but,
just
like, they worked it out before they shot.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But I think also, like, I don't know, I kind of like it when they make it up on the spot and they do it successfully, and it's really good.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I meant. Like, you have the dialogue. It's obviously there, and you do the dialogue, but then, like, you map it out, and then you get on set, and you're like, boom, doing it, and then you like, oh, I'm going to add this in here a little bit for this take. It's like, oh, I like that. Let's keep that. Keep it rolling and shit. Like, I like that.
Yeah, I love that shit. Like, little happy accidents. It's like, ooh, that's really good. Mm-hmm. I usually like just to, like, I like to let actors do whatever they want. I'm not an actor. They should do it within. They should kind of really get the right context of the scene and get the right context of the energy of the movie at the beginning. But once they get into that energy and they flow with it, and they start bringing their own energy into it, and it starts mixing and collaborating together, and it's like eventually as a director, it's just like, just let them do whatever they want. I mean, if they can cut, obviously they're the characters, they're the ones going to, that's supposed to play this part. And it's kind of like Hitchcock thought the same thing. They go, what's my motivation? It's like, well, you're the actor. You figure it out.
You figure it out, you fucking asshole.
Do your fucking job.
What do you mean? Fucking, it's like, what's the story about Marlon Brando showing up on Apocalypse Now, fucking not knowing his lines?
Oh, yeah. He showed up a month late.
Yeah.
A month late. Oh, that's late. And fucking 120 pounds heavier.
So what the fuck was he doing to gain 120 pounds?
I don't know. Eat potatoes.
Eat potatoes?
I don't know. How do you gain that much weight?
Fuck, dude. Yeah, dude. That guy, that guy got huge, but he still worked up until he died, right?
Well, no, not really, because he was blacklisted.
Oh, okay.
Mostly because
I don't know about this. I've never taken the time to study exactly.
He's not literally blacklisted, but he's so fucking hard to work with that nobody wanted to work with him. Okay. And he's very particular about certain projects.
Right.
But eventually, he just did a lot of shit. He did Don Juan with fucking Johnny Depp. Apocalypse Now is his last great fucking film.
When did that movie come out?
1978.
1978. Shit. What time? When did The Godfather? That was early 70s.
1972.
Yeah.
And then Godfather Part 2 is 1974. I think Mean Streets was 74 too.
I've never seen Mean Streets.
No, Mean Streets was 73, 72, 73. Yeah, because that came out before. Yeah, because with De Niro he did Mean Streets, and then which was Martin Scorsese's. I think it's his fourth film. I think something like that. And it was about these guys hanging out in New York. Just hanging out. It's Harvey Keitel, De Niro, all the fucking Victor Argo's his second Scorsese film, because his first one was Boxcar Bertha. Because Scorsese started out, he took a really long time to shoot this black and white film called, first it was called J.R., which is the name of the character, and then it was called Who's That Knocking at My Door? Because the producers, which I think may have been the distributors, which I think may have been Corman. Not 100% on that though. They wanted to put a song on there, and they wanted more sex. So in the middle of a scene where Harvey Keitel, they get out of this cowboy movie, and she's like, "Oh, that girl, blah blah blah." He's like, "Oh, that girl was a broad." He's like, "What do you mean she's a broad?" He's like, "Well, see, there's girls and then there's broads," and then they cut to this fucking random scene where Harvey Keitel's fucking all these chicks in black and white and slow motion. It's like this super stylized music video to The End by The Doors.
What the fuck?
And it's like a 7.5, 8 minute scene of just him fucking all these fucking sexy women, and just really stylistic. Of course, it shows him naked in it. Harvey Keitel, of course, his first film, he's going to be naked in it, and Scorsese's first film too. And it's just this really great film. It's a beautiful film about this relationship and this guy's insecurities about religion and sex before marriage and things like that. Destroy his relationship with this beautiful girl. Mm-hmm. And it seems really autobiographical.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Scorsese dealt with some issues there.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And then he did Boxcar Bertha with Corman, and after that, when it came out, John Cassavetes watched it, and he goes, "Well, what do you think?" He thinks he goes, "I think you made a good-looking piece of shit." And it's beautiful, but it's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So you should do your own films, personal films, something that means something to you personally. And Scorsese took that to heart, and he made Mean Streets, which is a pretty beautiful film about bar hopping in New York and living in the fucking Bronx and getting in with knowing gangsters and shit. And
see, that's the next movie I'm gonna get, dude. That's it right there, dude. Because every time we were talking about it earlier today before recording, you were telling me yeah, man, the last episode we talked about the fucking Wild Bunch and shit, and it was today we were talking about it because I finally got the movie. Yeah, so anytime you come on here and you talk about a movie I haven't seen, it's Mean Streets right there.
Fucking Mean Streets.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. Yeah, it was 73.
You get it on. I need to get it on Blu-ray, dude, because all those movies from just old movies on Blu-ray, dude.
They look fucking great.
Beautiful, dude.
You can it's like you really see the.
It's like if you were in theaters watching it.
Yeah, like the 35mm print, the fresh fucking new right off the fucking presses.
Like I watched the Wild Bunch, dude, on my 4K, dude, and it was just like, whoa, like this is amazing. Like I know I've been on
Such a beautiful fucking film.
I've been on a whole kick with VHS tapes, dude. I love VHS tapes, dude, but I really do like technology is a great thing, you know.
It can be for watching films. Yeah, for watching films, it's amazing.
Are you excited about this whole 8K?
I'm terrified of it.
Yeah,
the human eye.
I haven't heard anything.
The human eye, you can't do it with pixels, but scientifically, the closest you could get would be 9K.
Shit. I don't know. I'm pretty fucking like I haven't seen anything outside of like some like okay, so I'll get online and I'll just see a couple ads be like 8K televisions, but I haven't actually seen an 8K television yet. I don't know, dude, because like 4K is like real life, dude. Like you watch like we're watching like Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever. It looks like the transitioning is just like oh that's just walking right in front of me, dude. Like this is a window and I'm just like it's right there, dude.
That's fucking beautiful.
You know. And even on older films, dude. Even on older films on a 4K television, dude. Like it's like
Texas
seamless.
Chainsaw Massacre, the 4K restoration.
See, when I had that copy, like last fall before I got rid of all that shit, I fucking watched it, but I watched it out here on this TV. I didn't watch it on my fucking 4K.
Yeah, I have a. I think it's a restoration. It's a steel case DVD set. It's really awesome. But the one to get, I guess, because there's a new 4K. Restoration of it, where it's digitally remastered and everything, and they did the same thing with Phantasm.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams did it to Phantasm with 4K.
J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
Restored Phantasm.
Yeah.
No.
With a 4K fucking resolution.
Well, I think like right there you gotta throw it up for J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
I mean that's actually.
I watched it on DVD, but it was just like this isn't even fucking 4K. It looks great though, you know.
Yeah.
But I really like to watch the true.
Yeah.
4K
well, even a
Phantasm.
DVD on a fucking 4K still looks good, dude.
Oh yeah, that's what I was getting at with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I watched the Blu-ray, the 4K restoration Blu-ray.
Yeah, see that's the
on
one I
my
had.
TV.
That's the one I had
on a 720 TV.
Yeah,
and it looked like 35 millimeter.
It's amazing.
It looked like it was shot yesterday on film. You know, I was like, whoa! It's like this is a lot different than what I'm used to. It looks beautiful, but I don't think it works because part of the beauty of Texas Chainsaw is its ugliness.
Grittiness.
Yeah, the grit.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's what makes Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It's a scary fucking movie, dude.
Yeah,
like
you gotta watch that shit
the
on
only,
VHS.
The only time I've only seen that movie twice, and each time I saw it by myself, dude. And each time the ending fucking got me because each time the first time I'd watched it was years ago, dude. It was like 10 years ago, and then I watched it in the last year, and I was like, just fucking that ending. You're like, go, like, get the fuck out of there, get the fuck out of there. Like,
it's intense. It's an intense, like the madness. Just builds and builds and builds until that fucking dinner scene. Just like, and it just screaming in these extreme ugly close-ups of this screaming and his eyes and these people laughing, going, and then Leatherface coming up in her face. It's like, what is going on here? Yeah, and then Grandpa coming alive and like drinking her fucking like they're smashing her fucking head with the fucking thing. And she's just like, fuck. And she jumps out the window and he's after her with the chainsaw. It's like, oh my God.
She's so lucky she got away, dude.
Yeah. My question is what happened to the guy who drove that truck, the Black Maria?
Dead.
You think they killed the black guy?
I think so. I think I could, probably assume that, right? You could assume that.
Let me chase him down.
Let's just say he got away. Let's just say just for the purpose of Leatherface. Because Leatherface got fucked up, dude.
Yeah, they chopped his leg up.
Yeah. Okay, he got away. He got away then.
I know he could dance with that chainsaw, though. He was dancing at the end.
Yeah,
and, you know, the cook could have pulled up in that truck, picked him up, and then go, we can run that black guy over and chop him up with a chainsaw.
Jeez. It's scary, dude. It's a fucking...
It's a scary movie.
It's like, you know, a couple months ago, dude, you heard about that shit happening in Arizona about, you know, bodies fucking being, like, sewn together and shit, like...
Wait, what?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
There's, like, a story out of Arizona, like, where they found in, like, some sort of, like, behind a mini-mart or some shit. Like, I'm totally getting it wrong because I never read the story. I just saw the fucking headline. And I talked about it briefly with Jessica. But, yeah, there was, like, body parts that were, like, torn off, like, from each other. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, just hacking that shit up. And then they were sewn together on other people. And they were, like, dumped behind, like, a mini-mart or something. They were found.
Like a Frankenstein thing?
Like, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, because, you know, Frankenstein monster is, like, put together from pieces of other people.
Well, yeah, sure. Then, yeah, it would be like that.
Oh. What the fuck?
It's fucked up, dude. We talked about it on like, one of our episodes for In the Mouth.
Jesus Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Right? What the fuck, dude? What the fuck, man? It's funny when it's put on film, but shit, when it happens in real life, you're just kind of like...
Fucking sick. It's
like,
leave
I like
that shit for
movies,
the
but...
movies. Yeah, it's like, leave that shit for the movies.
I got really inspired. What can I say? You know?
Oh my god. Speaking of Scorsese, though, that fucking new movie he's got coming
Oh,
out.
Irishman?
Irishman. I just saw the article. I didn't read it. Just the headline was like, fucking Irishman's going to be 3.5 hours long. It's like,
It's 3.5 hours
shit.
long?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
It's cool.
Yeah, no,
It's
I want
exciting.
to. I'm gonna definitely pay attention when that comes out because I want to see that in theaters. That seems like a movie you want to see in theaters.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I hope, because it's, even if it's a limited release, which it is, and we're going to have to drive to fucking Seattle to fucking watch it probably, and still be worth
You don't
it.
think they'll drop that in Yakima?
Nah, they usually don't. Like Midsummer wasn't dropped here. What's the other one?
Yeah,
The Suspiria remake wasn't dropped here.
Yeah, that's right. You told me. Yeah, that was dropped here. Yeah.
Yeah, we miss out on a lot of stuff. Mercy sucks. Mercy
Mercy's
can go
a
to
piece of
fucking
shit,
hell.
dude.
I hope Mercy, if you're fucking listening right now, we're coming for you. We're coming for you, motherfucker. We're gonna kick the fucking balls out for you, bitch.
Yeah. The views of Brandon Allen are the views of Brandon Allen. Do not associate with my podcast. But yeah, fuck Mercy, dude. Fucking, he's the fucking worst, dude.
This big giant dog.
It's fucking big giant dog. Just to break it up, dude. What's up, Henry? See you later. Bye. No, I've always thought, dude, that'd be the shit if you could like put some money behind a movie theater, not necessarily to show like first run movies, but to show old movies, dude. And like because they do them once a month here for like $5, which is badass.
I mean, it'd be nice to have a theater that does it all the time.
All the time, like every weekend.
Like Tarantino had does something like that.
Yeah.
He gets like 35mm prints of things. Like he called up.
Well, I guess that's all you would have to do, right? You would have to just buy it. It's not right. Buy prints.
Yeah, essentially that's what he does. Or you can rent them. A lot of times they're really hard to buy because they're so scant.
Okay.
35mm print of it. Yeah, so you just rent them.
It's not bad. I guess you just gotta judge how much money you're gonna make off it and figure out what you can spend on it.
And it's just like Tarantino showed The Exorcist in his theater because he owns a theater.
That's badass.
Yeah,
Quentin Tarantino owns a fucking movie theater.
Yeah, and he owns like a 70mm projector that
that's
so
awesome.
he can show Hateful Eight.
Nice.
And it's like, which he shot on 70mm film. It's like the first film that's shot on 70mm in like fucking umpteen fucking years.
I never saw that one. Was it good?
Oh, it's good.
See, I was kind of like, just from the general public, I always heard it was kind of like mediocre or whatever.
Oh, fuck them. What do they know? They don't know.
They don't know
Tarantino.
shit.
They like fucking.
They don't know shit.
They think they love Inglourious Bastards and Death Proof.
Yeah.
See, I didn't like those movies. It's like the Kill Bill movies. They were cool.
I didn't really.
But they're all like homages to other movies. They weren't even homages. They're stolen from other movies. He doesn't like it when people are like, oh, it's a homage. Tarantino will even admit this, which I was impressed by because I give him shit for fucking 10 years. As I was like, okay, Kill Bill's cool, but it's just a fun movie. And I hated fucking Death Proof. It's just a bullshit movie. There's like a few good parts in it where people get killed and there's some good car action in it. But when I don't want to listen to a bunch of
hot
fucking
chicks,
bitches
dude.
talk, dude.
It's just a bunch of hot chicks, dude.
If I wanted to fucking listen to a bunch of fucking hot-headed bitches talk, I'd sit around tables at work more often and listen to those fucking gals. This motherfucker did this, and this bitch smoking. You can smell her pussy when she goes to the bathroom. It's like, oh, gross.
Yeah, dude. No, totally. Yeah.
You know how many times I've had to hear that. But let's move on.
Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, fuck those fucking movies. And Inglourious Bastards was cool, but I mean, it was too long. And like, there's build up to scenes that lasted way too quick. And it's like, oh yeah, it's cool like that. It's like, no, it's gimmicky. Do your thing. You're known for fucking like really awesome fucking like stuff. It's like, don't fuck around. So he's like, okay. I talked to him personally. I told him that. And
so Quentin, let me get your ear. Let me get your ear for a second.
Yeah, then he did the Django Unchained.
That was good. I did see that one. That was
amazing
good.
film.
That was a good movie.
And Hateful Eight was just even better. It's like, holy shit.
See, I need to get that. I need to get that.
That's a good movie. And then he did this new one. Because Hateful Eight though was shot on like Super 70, and so it's like 2.7 aspect ratio. It's like, Jesus Christ. So it's like you know how the widescreen goes. You know, this one's like that fucking. So on a TV like that, you know how on like when you watch 235 on a CRT TV, it had those huge boxes, the big letter box, and then when it's on here now, those movies have small letter boxes now. Well, this one is so fucking white. It's on a widescreen TV, but it's got the big letter boxes on it.
Jeez,
that's how fucking white it is. It's like Jesus Christ.
Passion project, dude. Jeez.
And it was shot by Robert Richardson, who worked with Oliver Stone, and he shot Casino with Scorsese. He worked with Scorsese a lot too. He's like the best fucking cinematographer in the business.
Dean Cundey, baby. No.
Second best.
Second.
Dean Cundey, baby.
Dean Cundey, baby. I know. It's like anything I watch now, it's like I always see Dean Cundey's fucking name, dude, attached to like everything, dude. Yeah. Anything, dude.
When he's on, when he does something, you gotta watch it. Yeah. Jurassic Park. That's really good.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit, dude.
Yeah.
I just watched that recently.
Yeah, that's a fucking. I mean, to shoot a movie like that, that's fucking amazing. Yeah. That's a tough movie to shoot.
I know, dude. It's yeah. No, mapping that one out would be. I mean, they kind of do that shit now. It's like CGI and all that shit, but it's like different.
But back then, though, you know, it was a lot different.
Yeah.
It was a lot different CGI because it's practically the same thing, but it's a cartoon. Yeah. So it's not like you can do whatever you want with it. You have
to be like in the spot right.
You have to be very accurate with it. Oh, but you have to be accurate with CGI. Blah blah blah. I love CGI. I don't like watching movies that weren't made in 2010, man. Oh fuck yeah, I know. I hate that shit. Oh my god, I hate that shit.
I can't stand that, dude. I know we were talking about that shit. People fucking bitch and complain about old movies being too slow. It's like you just have a really short attention span, and you need to fucking get off your phone, and you need to like stop hanging out on Facebook your whole fucking existence and like pay attention.
Well, it's like I hate it when people are like, oh, old movies though. I don't like the graphics of it. It's like graphics.
Like that's what they shot on.
It's what graphics. This is a fucking 35mm fucking camera, and that shoots pretty much crystal clear. It's better than shooting on digital.
Yeah.
Let's face it. I've denied that for years, but fuck it, I don't care. I'll just come out right now.
Gonna fucking get the exclusive on the podcast that no one listens to?
That's right. Fuck digital. It's all about film. Even though all I've shot on is digital, and all I'll probably ever shoot on is digital, I'll probably never ever shoot on film. It's too expensive. It takes too fucking long to fucking shoot with it. It's just too much work. It's too much work. Fuck that. Fuck film. I'm never gonna work on film. But fuck digital though. Think about film is if you have the money and the know-how and the fucking if you know how to work that shit, then you're a fucking artist. I mean, you're a fucking real artist. You know, digital's its own thing too. Digital is its own fucking thing. It really takes artists to shoot with that too. But film is a whole nother fucking beast.
Right.
Like digital is a lot easier, which is the difference between Roger Rabbit and Sin City. Which Sin City is practically the same as Roger Rabbit. It's a bunch of live action actors in a cartoon world.
Right.
But with Sin City, it was a CGI cartoon. Whereas Roger Rabbit was a literal cartoon where you're fucking working with 35mm film and drawing fucking cartoons to insert these live action images into it or insert these cartoon images into the live action. So you have to fucking choreograph the live action with the fucking hand-drawn animation that goes with it. And it's like, what the fuck? Who thought of this idea? It's like, why couldn't you wait 20 years? We could have done it with a fucking computer.
It's like, I'm fucking stubborn, guys. I want to make my movie in 1988. Whatever year it was. What year was that? It's like a movie made.
I think that's about right.
About 89?
Yeah, but I mean, it's a brilliant masterpiece. I'm glad they made it when they did. But my God, I would never do anything like that.
Well, unless, it's like,
you know, unless it was nowadays, we would do it with a computer.
Yeah, I know now, dude. Like even just with a very little setup, I mean, you can get away with a lot. Yeah. I mean, like it was crazy, dude. It was like when we went to YB Tech when we were in video production class back in like 03, 04, 05. Like we were basically just getting into that transitional period from like, you know, mini DV tapes, you know, and onto like straight digital content.
Yep.
And it was still some years before we got off the mini DV. I mean, it wasn't really till like 2010 maybe, dude. I don't know.
And for me, it was about 2010.
Yeah,
that was last year. That was last year. No. 2000. Because we shot. Black Friday on mini DV.
Well, that's 2012.
So that's 2012 was the last time
Well,
we
I
shot
remember.
on mini DV.
I remember when we shot it though. I think like at the public access station by then we were using digital, like because like because there was
they had the card readers and stuff.
Yeah, so it was like the late like what was it, aughts? I don't know how we pronounce that decade.
2000s.
The 2000s, late 2000s. When we just finally got and mini DV was just such shit, dude. So like the shit that we learned on and just like that jump from 10 years ago till now. Like now I go to like the fair and stuff and like, you know, Ryan and them, they always have the setup over there for YV Tech. And like the shit that they're doing is like basically they got a green screen set up and then like through their computer, you know, because what we used to use for the, you know, TDing and all that shit, now that they can like go in there and just like insert such cool backgrounds too that if we were able to use on our TV show back in the day, it would have been badass, dude. And like, I don't know, it's like damn, dude, it's just like that jump in technology, dude, the last like 10 fucking 20 years, like I don't know, it's always kind of like it's how fast technology moves is just like amazing. It makes me really honestly believe that fucking aliens are giving us technology and have been giving us shit for at least the last like 100 years or something. I don't know.
Jesus Christ, yeah, fucking aliens. No, they have been, dude. That's the whole fucking. It's not even really aliens. It's interdimensional fucking extraterrestrial beings that come from a whole different dimension. Because you have to be pretty much part of a different dimension to be able to like
access our Earth.
Yeah,
it's like we're going to Middle Earth. We're going to Middle Earth on this voyage.
Because you want to go the speed of light. Your physical self wouldn't be able to handle it.
You die. Like it's like fucking.
Your body would just melt. So what you gotta do is you gotta like your matter has to fucking change. So you just have to like turn into like a dust or a gas or like demolecularize and then travel the speed of light and then kind of materialize there somehow.
Yeah, and then reform.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Like Star Wars where they're going faster than speed of light. Like yeah, we're all one solid piece, guys. Like
fucking fuck you, George Lucas. Yeah. I watched American Graffiti the other day.
How was it?
I didn't make it all the way through it, but I remember watching it back in high school and enjoying it. I still enjoyed it, like, for the quarter of the way that I watched all the way through. You know, it was still fun. Fucking Ron Howard, you know. And then we watched Willow the other night, and I didn't realize that was George Lucas' movie. Yep. Yeah, and Ron Howard fucking directs it. Yep. So it's like, I never had seen that movie. That was a really fun movie, dude.
That's a good movie.
My friend Jake, dude, he made the comment because like it was really weird how like we watched it because like I bought it on VHS like 2 weeks ago. I just think it was one of those like treasure troves that you find at Goodwill, dude. You know, somebody dies and boom, you get a bunch of old VHS tapes at fucking Goodwill and shit. Yeah. So I found Willow, dude. So and Jessica's like, oh, I like that movie when I was a kid and shit. And I was like, oh, cool. You know, we'll watch it. And my friend Jake like commented because I watched The Sandlot the other day. And he's like, hey, man, you know, Sandlot's cool, but have you shown the family Willow yet? I was like, dude, I just bought Willow on VHS. And then I posted it later, and he's just like, I love it. You know? It was like, yeah, dude.
Fuck
Val
yeah.
Kilmer's, that's like one of his best fucking roles, dude.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Hands down.
Well, his best role is fucking Jim Morrison.
Oh, see, that's another good one, dude.
Yeah,
I have that one on DVD, too.
You haven't watched it yet?
I haven't watched it. I've had it for like over a year at this point.
When was it? A while back, we had a big podcast.
I think we did talk about it.
And I think the last things we talked about was like, you got to go in and watch the fucking Doors.
I remember that. No, I remember that, and I did. I still haven't fucking watched it.
Yeah,
I forgot about it.
About that because well, I mean, it is. I mean, the best way to watch it is on acid.
Okay. So now you got my fucking my head going. I'm like, I need to get some acid.
I know where to get some acid.
I'm sure you do. If I ever have questions about where to get acid, you're the first person I'm gonna call.
Well, it's pretty. Everybody knows where to get it nowadays.
Yeah, fucking it's Yakima, man. You can get drugs anywhere.
You know, you need to get in this town some fucking peyote, some fucking DMT.
Yeah.
Would you do DMT?
No, probably not, dude. I just smoke weed and drink some beer.
It's only like a 6-minute trip, though.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to fucking do that shit. I'm good, dude. Like I don't know. Like I did a lot of salvia when I was a fucking kid. And that shit fucking, like, I don't know. It's not to say it fucked with me, but it was just like, all right, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Well, I said, DMT will do that.
Yeah,
it'll make you go outside like, oh, colors, oh. And I've never taken it, but, you know.
Yeah, like, salvia was like, I learned to control it, like, at the end of using it in high school. Like, because, like, you try, your automatic response is like, I gotta fight this. No, and like, because it just hits you in the snap of a finger. And then, but if you just let go, just breathe out, you're just like, oh, this is really nice. I sat there and watched Eric's fucking wheelchair like turn into a Ferris wheel, dude. his tire like rotated. So like that's kind of where like I don't know. In high school, I dabbled with that, and I understand like mushrooms. I have done mushrooms before, and like I've never done acid, and I'll probably never do acid.
Acid is just like mushrooms.
Yeah,
It's the same shit.
but I don't know. My mom always.
It's better than mushrooms in the point where it opens you up more. It's not necessarily a stronger trip. Because before I did last weekend, I took a mushroom trip, and it was equally as powerful as the acid trip. And I did the acid trip after last weekend. And the acid trip, that was pretty heavy though. That was fucking trippy. Because it was me and my cousin, Tom, and my buddy Neil, who went out to the fucking mountains, and because we were going camping. I was going to run around and try and pick everybody up, and they got all crazy and shit. And they're like, so I got a tent, Neil got some food, and Tom got some shit.
What kind of food did you get?
I got like hot dogs and marshmallows. And I think something else, I don't remember what it was. Chips. Basic stuff.
It sounds like a regular guy, a 3-guy fucking camping trip, dude.
Yeah,
You got fucking,
it's a camping
you need
trip.
some hot dogs, some marshmallows, and some fucking chips.
Yeah, and Tom bought some fucking beer and some liquor and brought some weed. Everybody had weed. Neil brought some fucking dabs, and we're all fucking getting fucking high and shit in the fucking mountains. And, well, we get up there, and we set up the tents, and we're like, oh, fuck, it's getting dark. We need to get some fucking firewood. Because we got up there pretty late.
Yeah.
Because first we drove up a fucking mountain. Like, we're going to fucking Section 3 Lake, baby. And it turns out Section 3 Lake is pretty much a puddle in the middle of fucking nowhere. We didn't make it very far because the roads just started getting all fucked up. I was like, this is for a truck, not my motherfucking car.
Yeah.
So we turn around. Guy out there shot the gun up on top of this mountain. We're like, pop, 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 pop. Or it was even faster than that. It was cool because it go, pop, 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 pop. And then it jammed because it's a fucking piece of shit. So I fucking slapped the back of it and fucking closed the chain. Pop, 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 pop. It's pretty cool. And then, but we were so fucking high up on top of this mountain because we went up this road and we come across this view, and it's this huge. You can see it's right off Rimrock. And as you see Rimrock's about that fucking big, and Goose Egg Mountain is about that fucking big. It looks like a fucking look like it's something you run a toy train around. You know what I mean?
Little fucking racetrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did not look real. It was so fucking high up. Like, holy shit. And so anyway, we get back down and we drive the same road, and we drive around to Lost Creek up behind Clear Lake. So we go up this road and we go down a little ways. It's like, well, hey, let's take a turn here. And we go down this kind of bumpy little small road, goes over this bridge, and we see this one spot, and like, well, here we go. Just pull in, we park there, and it's like, well, okay. And so we pull out all the shit, and it started to get dark. Like, fuck. And so we go around trying to gather firewood. So me and Neil will go one way, and pick up a bunch of wood, drag it back, and we're going through these trees. Kind of, I run alongside this creek because there's a creek because we're parked because there's like this bridge, and then there's like this corner. It's like a fork. One road went one way, one went the other way, and like there's this corner, and that's where we were camped out at. And like nobody really bothered us. I think a truck went by once, and there's somebody parked down the road camping that we didn't know about. I kept wanting to. We were getting fucked up. I kept wanting to light the gun off up in the air. It's like, let's shoot the fucking gun off. And like, no, dude, no.
Yeah. Pop, 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 pop.
No, I didn't.
That's it. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, we're wasted at this time. I'm walking around drinking beers with like fucking thing, and we're taking shots off this fucking shit. I think he got fireballs. Fireball. And we're drinking Fireball.
Oh, I used to drink the shit out of Fireball. Dude.
Yeah.
I remember. My story with Fireball is getting fucking wasted after going to Monday Night Football with Kyle Wilson on my 8th birthday, dude, and just got shit faced, dude. And Kyle's got fucking video of me just all fucking wasted, dude. I don't know how the fucking got home, but continue.
That's awesome.
It was fucking it was pretty fucking intense.
Well, we got all fucked up, and we're going through the woods and doing it. And me and Tom go up this one road, go collect shit, and there's this tree that's broken in half on the road. And so I grab it with one hand with a beer in the other, and I just fucking yank that fucker down with one hand. Just and it goes, and Tom's like, Jesus Christ! And it just broke that fuck. Cause I broke the fucking tree itself. Like, cause it's broken down there, but I broke cause it kind of broke in the middle there.
Right.
But I pulled the top half of it so hard that it just yanked the rest of it fucking down. It was cool.
Well, it was good to come out of the ground anyway. It sounded like a...
Well, I broke the fucking wood though.
Yeah.
I didn't
It's
break
pretty
the roots.
intense.
I broke the fucking wood on it. I was like, damn. And then like we felt something in the fucking forest suddenly. It's like, oh, do you feel that? It's like, yeah. It's like, it feels like something's watching us, huh? It's like, yeah. No, it was forest spirit.
Yeah.
So it must have made it curious or something, ripping that fucking tree down.
Like, who is this that knocks on my tree?
We're all fucked up, and we drag this tree back to camp. We got all this fucking wood, and we go up one road, get some more stuff, go up another road, get some more stuff, come back. And it gets darker and darker progressively as we do this. And we build a fire, and keep the fire going. We eat some food, and it gets dark, and we're all fucked up. And so I'm like, hey guys, you know what fucking time it is? I mean, I've been sitting on this fucking acid for 10 fucking months in my wallet. For 10 months, everywhere I went. There's 3 hits of acid in my wallet. And there's 3 of us. And 1, 2, 3. And so it was like, and so we fucking split it up. Took a fucking hit. Everybody took a hit of acid. And like, I go, yeah. I was sitting there like really stoned because we were smoking hash. I was like, oh yeah, I fucking feel like I'm tripping on acid suddenly, huh? You guys feel that a little bit, huh? He goes, no, I think you're just stoned. I was like, oh yeah, you're probably right.
10 minutes. It's only been 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it hasn't been that long. You're just being patient. Like, oh yeah.
Like, I want to feel this. Let me feel this.
Yeah, it's exactly because you're just like, ooh man, I'm gonna trip on acid.
Well, you gotta like kind of pump yourself up for it, I would assume.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then, like, something happened. We had to go out to the car for something. I could get cigarettes or something like that. We had to go out to the car. So we went out to the car, and it was getting dark. It was all dark and shit, and there's a fire going. We go out to the cigarettes, I don't remember exactly what we did, because that's when the acid kicked in. And we come back to the fire, and the fire's like, I'm like, oh, no, I am tripping on fucking acid. We're fucking tripping on acid in the fucking woods, bro. We're like, yeah. And we just cause a ruckus. I'm like, don't shoot the fucking gun off. You know, like, no. And everybody just starts tripping the fuck out. And like, we're just getting fucked up. And it's just like, and it's just, there wasn't a lot of, it was like, there was pattern visuals. On one hit acid, that's pretty cool. And like, things were distorted, very distorted. And you'd have a lot of energy. And so it's not like acid's a bad thing. It's a good thing because it opens. What it did is it opened up our fucking third eye wide open, and we could sense it out in the dark. Do you remember how on Alex Jones and Joe Rogan, they're talking about how the CIA used psychedelics to communicate with interdimensional beings?
Yeah, I remember.
Or spirits or whatever. Well, it opened our fucking third eye wide fucking open, and we could sense outside in the darkness we were being watched. Like, there's a bunch of them, like, we were surrounded by fucking something.
Bunch of fucking demons or some shit?
Well, that's what I kept calling them, dude. I kept calling them demons, and Tom's like, why are you calling them demons?
Because they're fucking demons?
He's like, they're good forest spirits.
No, they're not.
Demons. I'm like, dude,
I don't think so.
I go up to him, I'm like, we're fucking surrounded by fucking demons right now, dude. Look, there's one fucking coming up right now. And I come up and stand next to him, right next to the fucking fire, and it's like, you couldn't see it. It's like seeing a ghost in real life. You can't see it, but it's kind of like you could see the aura, like, you know, when you see an aura on a person, you know, or like their electromagnetic radiation, or their energy, their power, life force, or whatever. When you see that come off a person, but without the person there, that's what seeing a ghost is. And you see it come up, and I watched the fucker. I was like, dude, did you see that? And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm looking right at it right now. Like, oh fuck, and we all saw it. We all shared this fucking hallucination.
It's like fucking Nightmare on Elm Street shit right there. We all saw the same person!
But it was like, yeah, we were like sitting there, and these
That's
things would come and they
intense.
party with us, and we were like,
intense.
and we were partying with them, dude. These forest spirits, these things that came out of the fucking darkness,
Yeah.
and we're partying with them, And we're fucking frying that
So
ass.
the alien greys showed up.
Well, I don't know what they were. I don't know. The interdimensional beings, forest spirits, and interdimensional extraterrestrials.
They're like, give us Jeffrey Epstein.
No.
We just want Jeffrey Epstein.
But we were sitting around the fire, and I started like I was doing like an Indian dance around the fire, and I think that may have been what kind of provoked him to come to hang out with us. And the darkness was like kept pressing in, and Neil kept like throwing wood onto the fire to keep it going because we had like these little sticks. We had a whole bunch of them though. We had this huge pile of like these sticks. And it wasn't even like any logs or anything like that. It was like sticks and whatever we could find, fallen trees, shit like that.
They're just like fucking. We were impressed earlier with your woodwork breaking skills. Now your dance satisfies us. Come hang out with us.
And then like the darkness was pressing in, and Tom was like, I want to go out there in the darkness. I was like, you're fucking nuts. I was like, you're stupid. No fucking way. And he was like, oh, you could get lost. You could get lost. Kept feeding the fire. And I was like, he's like, I'm going. I was like, I'm going with you. So we went out there. And we could see the fucking stars. You see every fucking star in the universe. Even bigger out here. I mean, even.
Well, I imagine, yeah, that's pure darkness.
Yeah.
Like, we're still outside the city, guys.
Yeah. It really is pure darkness.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no light. And like, we kept doing that. We kept going out there and coming back, going out there and coming back. And eventually the clouds came over. And we started going deeper out into the darkness. And like, I was having these pattern visuals where I could see like these patterns of eyes. I mean, this is hallucinating. This is on drugs. These patterns, these eyes and the trees and stuff. It was like a network of like connected eyes, kind of like a net. Because it was just the darkness creating this because there's nothing. I couldn't see anything. My fucking pupils were open like this. So luckily when we could kind of see in the dark, so we walked up to that bridge and we kind of stood there and looked, and something was like, don't go to the other side. It's like we were afraid of going to the other side of the bridge. And we got to cross it. We got to face our fear and cross it. And so we crossed this bridge, and each time we would get across this bridge, we'd black out. And like, cause it'd be pure darkness. It wouldn't be anything. We couldn't see anything. And like, suddenly we'd black out and we'd be walking the other way.
What the fuck, dude?
And each time we'd go back to Neil's still tending to the fire, all freaked out. And eventually it just felt like we were coming, it was like, we just kind of kept going this time loop. And we got caught in this time loop where just kind of the same thing happened over and 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 over.
That's like
And
Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, dude. When they get in the truck, dude, they spin it around.
And it was like, we went in there and I was like, Neil, how many times have we been through here? It's like, I think it was which one of us, because there's been more than one of us coming through here in different timelines. Because I knew we were hopping dimensions at that point. We're fucking jumping dimensions with our fucking, cosmic fucking, because what it does is it opens your fucking mind up and you can kind of, your consciousness, your energy's free flowing, so it's very naturally, but like all of it, you know what I mean? So a lot of us have like little springs of it here and there, little inlets and little crevices. But this thing just opens you wide up. It's like,
Can you feel it?
And we just like tripped the fuck out on that for hours, though. We just kept doing that, and eventually we like settled down, and I ended up fucking like almost falling in the fire and like all sorts of crazy shit. And eventually we went to sleep, and Neil was awake all night. He stayed up the next morning, watched the sunrise and the earth come to life. And I'm just like freezing my ass off, like, in the tent, just dying. And like sleep, but I was sleeping. I didn't remember any of it. And then I woke up. They're like, oh, we're going to wake up and meet my dad at Clear Lake at 9 o'clock in the morning. His dad didn't even show up.
Thanks, Dad.
Well, so he woke up at like 8 o'clock in the fucking morning. So he had this massive anxiety. He gave everybody anxiety. Ugh. And then like, we're sitting there fucking tripping. I was like, fuck, I'm still tripping. Yeah. I was like, I'm fucking tripping.
I've only been asleep for fucking 4 hours, guys. Like this.
Yeah, I'm still fucking tripping.
It's like a 12-hour trip.
And Tom going, oh yeah, how you tripping? And he didn't realize that he was still tripping too.
Yeah.
Because acid isn't something you just sleep off like alcohol.
Well, no, dude. I've like the closest experience I've had to that is like edibles, and like edibles like that is some like fucked up. That's like I think the closest I ever got to doing acid, dude, was like overdosing on edibles. That one night time I told you about. Well, I did that joke about and shit. Like that was like I woke up the next morning for like 3 like mornings, dude, just still mentally in a fog, just like fucked up from it, dude. Like I was high, Still,
That's awesome.
it's scary. Dude.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
This was scary too because we were tripping. Me and Neil were tripping for like 18 hours.
I believe it.
Yeah, it was well past the 12 hour.
Well, shit, man, you held on to that, dude, for how long? I mean, like, that was, like, there's so much momentum built up into that experience that you knew no matter at what point you use it, you're gonna fucking, it's gonna rock on for a while.
Yeah, and it did, dude. We were tripping hard. And me and Tom went stopped at Clear Lake looking for his dad. His dad was there, so he just went through the woods and found the spot. This beautiful fucking spot right next to the lake. And I took a nap. And then woke up, and then we took off. And we just kind of drove around for a little bit and went home. It is fucking trippy, though.
It's quite the fucking story, Brandon Allen.
It is fucking awesome.
I think that tops all stories that you told on this podcast, dude. That's a pretty amazing story.
We're fucking like communing with higher entities, you know.
Yeah.
These are the kind of things you pray to. You know. It's kind of like, I don't know. You know, it was like communing with like stuff the Native Americans would worship, or demons,
or demons. One of the two.
Who knows? I don't know. I was tripping on acid, and these things come out of the woods. It's like, hey, it's like, whoa,
hey, good to see you again. I'm back.
Like Neil was going fucking crazy, like throwing the marshmallows out the woods. Like, ah. He said in the morning these strange animals came and were in the bushes and were eating all the marshmallows.
You sure about that, Neil? You really sure those were animals eating the marshmallows?
It was daylight. He saw them. I was like, whoa. He said there's a bear back there and shit.
It's like fucking Pennywise the clown shows up. You're like, hey, you're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Fucking let's finish on this, dude. New fucking It drops September 6th. Are you excited? No. Where's your excitement level on this one?
2.
Bill Hader, dude. Bill fucking Hader steals the whole entire fucking film, apparently.
Who's Bill Hader?
He's off like Saturday Night Live, dude. He does shit. He's done shit on South Park. I mean, he's been on a lot of stuff. He's in Judd Apatow films.
Might have to watch it again or something.
Well, I'm gonna go see it opening night.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go see it.
When is it? When is it open?
September 6th.
That's when we get paid, huh?
Yeah. So it's not this week, but the following week.
I'll go with you. I'll go see it with you.
Alright, so we'll totally go see it. It's gonna be awesome.
This is gonna be as lame as the first one.
I know the first one was fucking lame, dude. It was so lame.
So I was thinking about putting Freddy Krueger in it because in the book, you know, they use Universal monsters, but I decided not to. It's like, what the fuck? Why didn't you? Remember we were like
watching, we talked about that.
We were watching it and we're like, look, dude, that fucking Simon, they're gonna put fucking Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, dude, not like we said earlier. It's a Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, fucking Dream Child. Dude.
Yo,
that's what it was.
That would have been awesome.
And they had Batman in there too, like you know,
have him come out as a Joker or some shit. Yeah, really get a little me, bitch. You know?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Cause I saw that twice in theaters. I saw it a handful of times on, I want to like it. I want to fucking like it, but, I mean, it's better than the miniseries. The one small attention to detail that I did catch was the whole part when, Eddie's going down around the corner and, you know, the leper scene. I mean, you hear the music, and that's what it describes in the book. It's some, you know, black gospel music, and that's what's described in the book in that specific scene. So I clued on that, and I was like, that's pretty cool. So the Easter eggs, if you really look hard, is really fucking badass into the effort that they did.
Well, they shouldn't have been Easter eggs though. They should have been part of the fucking movie.
The Tracker Brothers or whatever it was, where they fucking the dead baseball team and shit.
Yep.
Dude, Ben or Eddie sees.
Yeah.
That they're Ben or Bill's wearing a shirt Trucker Farm or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It was because it was a trucking company, wasn't it? I think it was
the Tracker Brothers.
Tracker Brothers, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I want to like it, but ultimately the first one, because Neibolt Street, I don't know, because what I always envisioned is this just decrepit fucking street. It's not to say that wasn't a decrepit street, but just how it was so big. I didn't like how it was so big.
I don't like how
because that's not how it's described in the book, dude. It's described as a pretty normal fucking house. He goes under the fucking thing. There's a basement. They go into the fucking basement, and then they just go upstairs, and then it's more of and they do convey it, in the sense of in the scenes where it's oh, this is longer than, you know, I don't know, because their distances were fucked up and shit, in terms of oh, Ben's here, but Beverly's all the way back here, and really they're right next to each other, but their depth perception is all fucked, and I guess that, I don't know, it's just it was too big. It was done up for the monster fucking effect, the big shitty horror
film. Tim Burton movie or something. Yeah. Way over the top. Way over the
Like
top.
to me, it needs to be a lot more. I don't know. I didn't like that.
It needs to be more realistic. A lot more substance from the book because the book got it right.
Yeah,
but-
more realistic, dude. Because that
Book,
big
you
old
don't
house.
have to shoot the whole fucking book, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
at least shoot some of it. You know?
Because they were just basically, it was basically just a lot of adaptations of the book,
Yeah.
and they like took their own twist on some shit. Like,
Yeah, it's-
like I did like, like I don't know, like his whole head opening and like eating him like that. Like I was like, I guess I could see that. Like I didn't necessarily. That was a time like where I'm like CGI isn't the worst fucking thing. It's like they can do that, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to see Wi-Fi Chucky though. I don't. It hasn't come out on Blu-ray
I
yet.
didn't see it at all. Well, so here's the thing about the movie. The final thing about that is in the first one, it isn't supposed to just be a fucking clown. He's supposed to be a lot of different things, but he's mostly the clown. And it's like he didn't need to be the clown. He can come up as fucking creature from the Black
He was
Lagoon,
the mummy.
rip your fucking head right off
Yeah,
your body.
the Mummy, the Werewolf, the Black Lagoon.
Yup. As,
Their ultimate. It was more about their ultimate, like their fear.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you afraid of? And that's what it's all about. And the movie didn't really do that. It didn't capture it very well.
I don't think it did either.
It's like, oh, it's a killer clown. It's like, who gives a fuck? Fucking
Because
retarded
like
clown.
the story, like I don't know, it's like they half-assed the story. It felt like,
Yep.
because like I don't know, because like even the miniseries I felt like did a better job of like connecting the characters together.
Yeah, and plus it's like, it's a grand fucking book. It's a grand concept about ultimate evil. That's what the miniseries got wrong. Is like, oh, it's an alien. Big giant spider alien. It's like, no, they didn't even say aliens. It's like, oh, it's just a big giant spider that lives under the earth. It's like, that's stupid. And they don't really even cover the cosmic...
Yeah, because the book, it's all like...
Yeah, the cosmic, interdimensional, extraterrestrial fucking consequences of this pure evil being crashing on Earth during the Stone Age, during the dinosaur times.
And just existing forever.
Yeah. And it's eternal. And it comes from nowhere. And it's like the opposite of good. It's pure evil that eats children.
They kind of like, they had like that little Easter egg to the turtle in the first one.
Yeah, they showed the
Little turtle.
Yeah.
That was their Easter egg to the turtle.
It's like, why does it have to be an Easter egg, though? That's a major fucking thing.
That's a major plot point.
Yeah, it's like, make it big, make it big. You got a
The
million
turtle's
bucks.
dead. Bill, the turtle's dead. Come back to the dead zone or whatever it is.
Yep, just fucks them up.
Yeah, because he comes back when they're adults and shit in the book at the end, and like he's like the turtle's dead and shit, and they have to like will it to kill it, dude, and then like destroys like literally. That's one thing I hope that the new movie gets is like I really hope that the city is literally destroyed because like you said, like the way you describe it, it's like and the what it represents and stuff. It's like it literally is like the heartbeat of that fucking city dying, and it destroys Derry.
Yeah, like the whole fucking city collapses in on itself.
Yeah, they had to get out of there because they were going to get buried alive and die.
Yeah. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, but fuck you, Hollywood, for always fucking shit
They
up.
have millions of dollars. There's no excuse.
$100 million was used on Venom, dude. I just saw that the other day. They were talking about the G7 shit with Donald Trump. They're like, we're going to commit $20 billion to the Amazon fire. And then somebody posted like, fucking Venom cost $100 million. Like, fuck you. Like,
Why
you
does
guys are
Venom
doing
cost
shit.
$100 million?
I
What
don't
the hell
know.
they spend it on?
I don't fucking know. Tom
Go get a
Hardy.
badass car.
Tom Hardy's like,
computer.
I want $75 million. Yeah, right.
I'll get a badass computer.
It was alright. I didn't
Red
think it was
camera?
that. It wasn't that great.
Fucking, it's his worst fucking movie. The worst Tom Hardy movie ever.
It was. I don't know. Jessica liked it.
Well, man, he's been in a shit. All his other movies he's ever been in are better. So
Yeah. I mean, Bane. I mean, I just enjoyed the fucking voice,
love fucking him as Bane. Tom Hardy's one of the best actors in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about Revenant, and they're like, oh, it's all Leo DiCaprio. It's like, no. The real fucking champ of fucking Revenant is fucking Tom Hardy.
You're not the first person to tell me that.
Yeah,
There was another
that's the
person I
best
talked to
performance.
about that told me it was Tom Hardy's movie. Which that's another fucking movie that I have, dude, that I haven't fucking watched.
You should watch it. It's good.
Yeah.
I watched it over at Rose's house fucking like last year before, or something like that, a long time ago.
Yeah. I don't know. Jessica watched it on a plane when we were flying back from fucking Florida a couple years ago, and she said she turned it off because it was too gruesome. I was like, yeah,
It's pretty fucking hardcore.
it's pretty fucking hardcore. Oh no, dude. Tying. Let's tie the episode up really quick. Fucking Quentin Tarantino and shit. But like, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, dude. Amazing fucking film, dude.
Yeah. That's like the best film he's done since Jackie Brown. That's his best film because Jackie Brown's better. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood comes really close. It's an excellent fucking film. Did you get the Kurt Russell character? You knew who that was?
Who was it?
Okay. So in way Quentin Tarantino explains his movies, he says he's got 2 movie universes that are all interconnected. He's got his reality, which obviously has some sort of historical,
Semblance
no, historical. It's a different timeline.
Oh, okay, a different timeline. Yeah.
It's like an alternate timeline. But then within that universe, there's a cinematic universe that he also created where these characters from this reality could go watch these movies, like Kill Bill, or anything with Michael Parks as Earl McGraw, Texas Ranger Earl McGraw. Any movie with him in it is a movie that you'd go watch in theaters in the Tarantino reality alternate timeline thing. So like Dusk Till Dawn, Kill Bill, Death Proof, all those movies. They're all movies that you can watch. So like Mr. White and Jules from fucking Pulp Fiction you can go watch, from Dusk Till Dawn.
Right. No,
except for
sense.
Jackie Brown. Now Jackie Brown's a different thing. That's an Elmore Leonard universe.
Yeah.
So it's not Quentin Tarantino's universe. So it's his own set of characters, his own set of rules, his own world kind of thing. Because Michael Keaton's character from Jackie Brown, Michael Keaton plays the same character in Out of Sight that came out, I think, the same year, or later on that year, by Steven Soderbergh. So Elmore Leonard has got his own thing. Anyways, Death Proof is one of those movies. Now, who plays Stuntman Mike and the chick that rides the hood of the car? The two characters
from
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the stunt couple, the married couple that run a stunt team, which is Kurt Russell and Zoe Bell. They play their same character, the actors that play the characters in Death Proof.
There you go, man. Fucking makes it
pretty fucking sweet.
And I mean, I remember before it came out hearing about people talking about like if there was connection, dude. But like, to tell you the truth or to answer your question, no, I had no fucking clue that there was that much fucking interconnection between all of his shit, dude.
Yeah. Well, like Mr. Blonde, Vic Vega is Vincent Vega's brother. Mm-hmm. Because Vincent Vega's in Pulp Fiction is John Travolta. His brother's Mr. Blonde in Reservoir Dogs.
Ah, okay.
And Scagnetti, there's a character in Natural Born Killers, which was... Because Natural Born Killers was completely rewritten by Oliver Stone. Pretty much all of Quentin Tarantino's material's gone. Which is for the better. Oliver Stone wrote a better script. Let's just face it. This is the truth. But the characters remain. And Scagnetti from Natural Born Killers is related to the probation officer Scagnetti that is mentioned in Reservoir Dogs. And there's another connection from in Reservoir Dogs to True Romance, where they're sitting around and he's talking. Larry's talking to Joe. And he's hiring for the job and drink of scotch. He's like, "Oh, whatever happened to Alabama?" Like, "Oh, Alabama? So good, we kind of had it falling out. You do that woman-man thing too long. It gets you there after a while."
Gets you after a while.
She's a good woman, though. Nice little thief. And then it cuts to his name tag. And it's like, well, the Alabama he's talking about there is obviously the Alabama from True Romance.
Right. That makes sense. That does make sense, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, no, dude. I love that attention to detail, dude. Like when it comes to shit,
yeah,
I love that type of attention.
I think Stephen King does it best, though.
I was gonna. That's
Stephen King does it best.
I was gonna say, dude. I've gone on like Wikipedia and shit, dude, and like looked at the timeline and shit that they lay out. And there's people out there that have laid it out, dude. And it's like,
look at the books that like how many books have Pennywise in it?
A lot.
Yeah, you look at was it
Tommy Knockers?
Tommy Knockers. Yeah, the kids go out for more double A or for batteries. So a whole shit ton. They're buying a whole shit ton of batteries, but they go outside of Haven, which has this kind of artificial atmosphere over it that changes you into a fucking thing, into a Tommy knocker. Unless you have a metal plate in your head, then you're immune to it, and you can survive with inside of it. and like these kids go outside of it and they're all fucked up because they're dying from the Earth's regular atmosphere, and they see fucking Pennywise. He's like, oh, he may have been hallucinating, but he saw a clown in the fucking looking at him from the sewer. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Talking about motherfucking Pennywise.
It's like Pennywise lives, dude, and like straight up on Dreamcatchers.
Yep,
you know,
Dreamcatchers, where they go in there, they got the Losers Club and it says Pennywise lives over. It's like, yeah.
It's like, fuck. Fuck, because there was all those babies and shit, dude. Because that's what it was, dude. At the end, dude, they had to stomp out those babies, and they didn't. They didn't get them all.
It was babies.
Well, remember they go at the end of the book and they start like killing the fucking spider, like when it was trying to retreat.
And yeah. I thought you were talking about Tommy or Dreamcatchers.
No, I'm talking about fucking
where they had to stomp up baby spiders out.
But they didn't get them all because obviously Pennywise lives though. So it's like,
Pennywise.
I'm the same entity, you know. Shit, fuck it.
Well, evil never dies.
Yeah, there it is. All right, Brandon Allen. Well, that's how we ended on the podcast that no one listens to, sir.
Yeah, let's go do some drugs.
This podcast has been brought to you by Pizza Productions.